Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. And we are here after another. It's been another long day. I went out comic diving. I went to two different other comic book stores in other cities, and I went looking for comics. So let me move this slightly over. Get a better. There we go. All right. So I actually ended up, which is actually kind of exciting for me, because I actually ended up finishing my X-Men Volume 1. Now, this is not Uncanny X-Men. This is just the regular X-Men from the 90s. But it's something I've been working on for a long time. So I've got 1 through 207. Hey, I'm True Skills. How are you doing? And I've got number 96, the only one I don't have, but I've already ordered it. It's in the mail. I had ordered it last week off eBay. And then I was able to pick up the rest of what I needed to finish my my X-Men Volume 1 run. So I've got 1 through 207. I was really excited, man. Thanks, Hello Wookie. What caliber of gun? Well, if we're going for long range runs, I usually do a 30-06 short burst. You get the 7.72. But normally I actually dive. So I just use a normal 1 hour tank. Just kidding. I have no idea. All right, so I'm pretty much a straight up 9mm man. So I got and look, picked up a bunch of stuff. Now this is for me, it's normally I buy by the box a lot of times, but this is stuff that I was actually looking specifically for specific ones. I'm trying to fill in holes. So here I got Avengers 141 with the Squadron Sinister. Avengers 141. I picked up Avengers 205. So I'm getting through the Avenger ones. I got some Avengers. Most I got Uncanny X-Men and regular X-Men. So Avengers 232. I'm not even sure if any of these are actually. I'm not even sure if any of them are keys, honestly. The Avengers 238. My Captain Marvel. It's my Captain Marvel. Avengers 240. And then Uncanny X-Men. We got Uncanny X-Men 62. I mean, look at this. I was able to pick that up today. So I'm starting to finally fill in to my Uncanny X-Men down below 100. So I've been holding off on that for a while. So I've started now finally getting things that are within that below 100. So here's Uncanny X-Men 62. So Avengers 401 and 402. Then I got Uncanny X-Men 90. She says, not a hoax, not a dream, not an imaginary tale. This is real. Professor X is dead. Nice. Then I got Uncanny X-Men 127. Uncanny X-Men 128. Uncanny X-Men 163. Uncanny X-Men 166. I believe this is the first appearance of Lockheed. So I was kind of excited to find this one out there. And it's really in good condition. I mean, it was really in good condition. It's got more of the Mylar bag. So at 166. Uncanny X-Men 211. Uncanny X-Men 221. I believe this is the first full appearance of Mr. Sinister. All right. Then we got some of the fill-in stuff. Uncanny X-Men 429. Uncanny X-Men 433. I'm not a big fan of this version of Nightcrawler. It just looks odd. Yeah, not a big fan of that. All right, Uncanny X-Men 434. Uncanny X-Men 435. Uncanny X-Men 437. And then X-Men 167. X-Men 168, 174, 175, 176, and 184. And then I picked up Volume 3, number 2, number 3. And I like Botchlow's art. And number 4. So that was my comic haul today. And I was kind of excited about it because I finished off my X-Men Volume 1 run. And I grabbed a bunch of new stuff in my Uncanny X-Men stuff. So, now, spin this around here. See my table? I have been, you probably see a bunch of boxes over here, stuff over here. So I have been busy sorting things out. And I figured, why not talk while I'm sorting? You can all, we'll just chat while I'm sorting. Spend some time, have a conversation. All right. So these all need to get sorted in. Back there. Yeah, so today I'm on vacation this week, so I took the wife and we drove all the way out to Gainesville, went out to Ocala, hit a bunch of stuff out there. And kind of just went comic hunting in a bunch of stores out in those other areas that I don't normally get to and I don't normally get to see. Oh, look at Outsiders. 1987. All right. Outsiders. 14. So, anybody else do anything good today or this week? So I've got 10 and 11 of the original run of Squadron Supreme. And I've started to grab some of the second volumes and third volumes of those. Got a Witchblade Wolverine. Badrock and Wolverine. Jeez. I got a lot of stuff I didn't even know I had. I've got all these boxes over here. This shelf is full of stuff over here. The metal one that I actually haven't read yet. So I'm trying to get them into an order of series. So as I read through, because I read everything I buy. So as I read through those, I'll actually have them in a series run and I can read them in order, you know. Like, I think this is the only one of Saga I have. Chapter 43. I've read a bunch of the Saga books online. Let's see. I keep finding, I had my 16-year-old help me for a while, but I keep finding Batman, Superman, or other things. So now I have a whole pile of what he missed. I think he's in the kitchen listening to me at the moment going, I didn't miss nothing. Okay, so you got Batman, Superman versus Vampires and Werewolves. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Does anybody know Kevin Van Hook and Tom Mandrake? The art looks okay, but I haven't really read anything. Oh, there's Etrigan, guest starring the Demon. And Batman and Superman versus Vampires and Werewolves. Why not? All right. So, what's that? Lincoln did it. That's true. Lincoln did do all that, didn't he? All right, so we got some Power Man and the Iron Fist. Squadron Supreme. Straczynski, man. His stuff was so good. I remember first time I remember seeing him was on Amazing Spider-Man, where he had taken over Amazing Spider-Man with, I believe, John Romita. And he was doing the run when 2001 when the Twin Towers came down. And I just remember that black cover of Amazing Spider-Man. And Straczynski's name being on that. All right, so Vampires, Ultimates 2. And Ultimates. So these are two different. Yeah, Nova Blast. It's fun to kind of. I mean, I know I'm sorting through my stuff, trying to get it all in order, so I can when I read it, I'll at least read a series in a row, right? You kind of, I hate reading through it, and you kind of get a couple books here, a couple books there. Get the run in a row, and then I can read them all at once. But it's fun showing off what you got and sharing with everybody because that's part of the deal, right? All that fun stuff that we've gone out and collected. So here's like a Micronauts number 52. I don't have a lot of Micronauts either, I don't think. Marvel Knights. Now this was a fun series. I haven't read them in a while. I think Chuck Dixon did it. But we got Marvel Knights 9. I mean, look at that cover. That's creepy. And then we got Marvel Knights 10, which looks pretty cool, with a Dagger and Black Widow. Yeah, definitely. Get your videos going. Show off your stuff. Let's see, Millennium 2. I just saw a bunch of Millenniums somewhere else. They're probably in the boxes right behind me. So I've set it over here until I can get back to that. All right. Suicide Squad, Eternals, Man of Steel. There's a lot of Superman stuff. And I know I have a lot of Legion stuff. So let me take all these one-offs out of here. So, anybody else get anything good recently? Anything you want to talk about? Anything fun? I got some Action Comics, Man of Steel, Action Comics, Superman, and Superman #1 for comic book day, and then Legion Superheroes. Tale of the Legion Superheroes. All right. So, yeah, anybody got anything good that they collected recently? Anything that hit your collection you're kind of excited about? They finally, like one of those, I finally got this. Any key, any grail? All right, so New Warriors, X-Men Unlimited. All right, so Legion. So that's a cool looking cover too. I mean, Legion of Superheroes. Number. $19.90. Wow, Nova Blast. Found a Black Widow 1 photo cover variant, Scarlett Johansson from Iron Man 2 from the Dollar Bin. Yeah, that's exciting. But you're not going to sell that, right? That's going to be one of those where you're like, I'm holding on to this Joker. because that's a cool looking comic. Yeah, it's a keeper for sure. It's like the other day, I just put it somewhere, probably one of the boxes. But a couple months ago, I found a Wolverine Volume 2, #1, mint with Chris Claremont's signature inside. Now, there's no certificate of authenticity, but it's one of those I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna stay with me for a long time. So another Legion 14, Legion 35. Let's see, that's 85. Legion of Superheroes Annual, Legion World. I got so many Legion of Superheroes right now. It is kind of crazy. I need to make sure that doubled up on all this stuff. All right. And I probably have doubled up on a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's been lots of things, Nova Bass, where it's just kind of like I randomly got something. I was like, whoa, this is awesome for me. I love this thing. And then I just found Avengers 198, the first appearance of Taskmaster, for like really, really cheap. I'm gonna I'll grab that. And so, and I honestly try on everything I buy. I try to stay under $5 per. I don't like going above that. It's getting a little harder when I'm hitting Uncanny X-Men below 100 because it's really hard to find that stuff out in the wild. And so I have kind of bitten the bullet, and I've kind of under $20 or so. Try to stay there if I'm going to buy something that's a lot older. But man, that stuff is so hard to find, out there in mint. But when you do, it's so gratifying. It's like, oh yes, right? It's like, yes, I got it. All right, so Legion. So many Legions. I really need a bag. Legion. So Legion of Superhero from 1983. Chameleon Boy, Colossal Boy, all the boy stuff. Lots of boys in the Legion. All right, so I find treasures every time I dig through bins. If I look for specific stuff, I'm less lucky. That's 100% right, Legion. You kind of have to go through it going, okay, I'm just here to look and have fun. I try to go with an idea of like, hey, I'm trying to fill in my Fantastic Four. I'm trying to fill in, my JLA or Justice League or Legion of Superheroes. I like them. So I'm going to just go and see what I can find, in that kind of stuff. And I find some good stuff. I was told a story before, but I was like right there when somebody grabbed Batman Adventures #12, like the first appearance of Harley Quinn. It was in the dollar bins. Somebody else got it. I was not happy. $600. It was like a $600 freaking book. Yeah, I like gifting stuff. And Legion. So I mean, sometimes the old stuff can be kind of goofy, but sometimes it can be some pretty good stories, and the interactions between them are pretty good. Love it. I mean, this one, it's a great looking cover to me. That's cool stuff. All right. So all of this is Legion, and this is Superman. All right. Vendors. You busy?
No, sir. What's that?
Give me a box up there.
Top?
Yep.
Okay. And put it away.
Yeah. Lobo, ambush bug. Yeah. All right. So we've got some Batman in here. One of those boxes we just put away, I think, has some Batman in it as well. All right. So Batman. Amazing Spider-Man. Batman. Oh, look at that. Elektra #1. What if? Huh. I have not. I didn't even know I got this. Palmiotti. Lee. Here. Looks good. What if? I don't know. What if what? A versus X? All right. So we'll make him in. #7. All right. So what I normally do, Nova Blast, is we go to flea markets, and I'll buy individual issues. I'll specifically buy individual issues, but I'll buy them by the box load. So what I end up doing is I don't buy lots. I mean, sometimes on Facebook Marketplace, I may pay $50 for a box and just somebody trying to get rid of a box. But normally that's not what I do. Normally I'll sort through and kind of grab all that kind of stuff that I like, individual issues, individual things out of the boxes. I think I put that. And make boxes out of that. That's the annual. And then I'll buy it by the box at that point. So I get some deals, etc. on a box. So, I get, I don't buy a whole lot, but I buy a box like this, $75 or something like that. And I'll get to go and fill it up with what I want in it. So, yeah, I mean, but we like going out and hunting specifically as a family. So I'll take the kids and we'll go and just kind of dig through boxes all day, for hours, just to have fun with each other and make memories. And that's kind of how it all kind of started. Wildcats and X-Men is just going through all these different boxes out there and pulling out Fantastic Four, which is apparently I've got a lot right here. Putting Fantastic Four together, and so the kids will grab Fantastic Four, I'll grab Fantastic Four, and we'll put that stuff together. Now, my oldest likes Defenders, Doctor Strange, Hellstrom. Hey, Seminar, how you doing, man? He likes Doctor Strange, Defenders, Hellstrom, probably Constantine, the Mystical, so like Last Gods. He likes those kind of things. So he's really big into the fantasy and the science fiction. My middle one, I have one that doesn't care about comics at all. Then my 16-year-old likes kind of what I like. He likes good art. He likes good stories, things with action. He's kind of diverse on that. And then my daughter likes Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman, all the girly comics, right? She's just starting to read Spider-Man. But she's more of the girly girl comics. I like girls comics. Gotta have girl superheroes in it. But she is only 12, so I give her a break about that. All right, so we got Mighty Avengers, and then the Avengers Initiative. So, Noah Blast, what are you collecting right now? Simon, you collecting anything specific? Thunderbolts. Now more Thunderbolts-y. I think I have a lot of redundant. I have a lot of dupes and Thunderbolts at the moment. Yeah, he's like, "You're such a dork, Dad. Such a dork. You're such a nerd." I get that all the time. I'm okay. I can be a nerd. I'll be a nerd. I don't care. But yeah, that's my middle son. Such a nerd. But he'll go watch all the Marvel movies with me. He's a goof. But yeah, he didn't want to go hunting. He doesn't want to, now that he's 19, he's like, I'm not going to go. I don't want to go. Wait, we're going to the flea market? Pick me up something. Just not a comic. It's just the way it goes, man. Congratulations, Nova Blast. Yeah, 75 to finish ROM, huh? I have some ROMs. Let me see. What do I have? Maybe I can find it. Apparently, I don't have any ROM. I thought I did, but I have not scanned it in. If I do, I will keep a lookout for it. Yeah, I got 8,300 in here so far. Marvel Star Wars recently. Nice. Oh, yeah. I found a couple Star Wars yesterday. I'm like, I had no idea you even had it. Trying to get Journey into Mystery. Yes. Yeah. I have not seen a lot of those out there. Looking through boxes, I don't remember seeing a lot of Journey into Mystery. There's not a lot of that out there. Yeah. Let me see. I got a lot of Indiegogo stuff waiting to come in too. I've got like Starblades from Kyle. I've got Soundgarden Murphy's plot holes. I did Ferryman. I did a bunch of stuff. I buy what interests me. If it interests me, I'll get it. Nerds rule, girls drool. That's true. Keep telling the boy. I'm like, hey, at least I can afford to buy comics. What can you do? Yeah. So here's like a whole Batman Eternal from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. These are nice. Great looking covers on these. Is that Hush? Yeah. Spoiler. I think that's Hush. It's crazy. Yeah, I just Noah Blast. I just picked up G.I. Joe 2, 3, and 4, and then I found out I already had a 4. So I'm starting to grab some of the ones I see. I haven't remember seeing G.I. Joe in forever, and it's like, oh, that's cool. I'll grab a couple of those. Oh, these are kind of more dirty. Yeah, eBay. I had to get my X-Men 96 off eBay because I could not find it anywhere. Been looking everywhere for it. Thanks, Simon. I appreciate it. Did you see the ones from earlier? I got some of the some old X-Men in there. I got like Uncanny X-Men 64. So there's a. So I think that's Hush holding Alfred out over a cliff. That's just crazy. All right, so Batman Eternal. I got Batman Shadow of the Bat. 15, 17, 19, and 5. And then I've got yeah. It was back on the screen because I was very excited about these. So I picked up that one, Simon. So 62, number 90. $127, $128, $163. Kitty Pryde and the Brood, man. Got the first appearance of Lockheed. $166. Uncanny X-Men 211. That's a great Wolverine cover, by the way. I like that. And then the first full appearance of Mr. Sinister, Uncanny X-Men 221. So I got a couple of the keys I needed. Yeah, but that Khazar one, it looks really cool. Hey, Perry, how you doing, man? I love that. Okay, and then I got a bunch of old Avenger stuff as well. 141, 205, 232. Some of these weird ones from like 401 and 402 from Onslaught. Crazy. All right, so Batman. Crazy, look at Batman. Look at that. So it's like Grant, 459. 461, Grant, 496, 510, 514. Yeah. I mean, I originally started, I liked team books. I got Avengers, Uncanny X-Men. I think Amazing Spider-Man was the only single book that I picked up when I was a kid. So I fell in with a team book. So I've got like, Titans, and I've got Outsiders. I got all the, Mighty Avengers. So I got all the team stuff. And then as I got older and I started buying more comics because I just love comics, I started getting, some other stuff. Like, what is going on there? Batman. I don't know what is Batman doing? Chuck Dixon book. So Infection. An Uncanny X-Men. So yeah, I ended up getting a lot of different stuff from, but I still focus mostly on team books. Is what I'm mostly focused on grabbing because that's what I like. It's an old school team book where they work together and defeat a bunch of stuff. And then my other passion is this. I love. I know, in the middle of a forest fire. I mean, he is Batman. Old Who's. Yeah, so these are almost all Who's. I had a couple of Deathstroke #1. All right, so these are all Who's. So these are cool stuff. Yeah, I love watching their streams where they're rebagging and boarding stuff, and I'm like, yeah, just talking comics, and that's like, you know what? I've got a little bit before dinner. I wanted to show off, what I got today. So hey, I figured I'll show my haul, and then I'll continue sorting through my unread comics, so I can get them all in series. So as I read them, I can read them in series, because that's so annoying when you just get one comic here, one comic there, and you're like, what's that? Sure. And that way I can read them in order as I read through them, because I read everything I buy, and then I'll sort them back into the red stuff that's red, and then get them labeled into boxes and put away. I don't know if I'm going to be buying by the haul very much longer, because I'm going to run out of space soon. There's a Deathstroke Rebirth #1. Super Sons #1. This was a great series, by the way. Most of these, Simon, most of the books I've got over here are all stuff I bought at flea markets. A lot of the newer stuff I got in shops, and then some of the bigger books, like the 62 and stuff, those I bought at a store. I think I got like this Deathstroke here, I got for like $0.25 or something like that. So I bought it probably in a box. So sometimes I get a lot of deals where I get a short box for $50 or something like that, and I'll just stack a bunch of junk in there that I want. Well, not junk, good comics that I want. And I stack it in the box, and then I buy the whole box. And that's kind of like what I do. I like to do that because, I like comics. And at that point, I was really filling in a lot of the old series, right? So now I'm getting to the point where I'm buying specific books to fill in the specific holes. So, all right. All right, so Defenders West Coast. Oh. All right, so I'm running out of space. I gotta start sorting these back into boxes soon. And also, as I'm doing all this, I'm trying to make sure I have it scanned into my CLZ app. I don't know. Anybody here else use the CLZ app? That thing's fantastic. It keeps me, when I'm out, I have that thing open like constantly when I'm scanning, as I'm going through and buying, to make sure I don't double up, because I tend to do that when I'm like, I don't even know if I have this. But when you got like 450 books in the Uncanny X-Men, then you're like, you can't remember every single one that you might have, Peter Parker. Yeah, I do too. So a lot of times if I get a duplicate, I'll give it to my daughter, or my son if he wants them. Specifically, the girly stuff that she loves the girly stuff. You see the stack there and right there. Those are all duplicates that I found yesterday. Going through. Yeah, geez, Nova Blast, man. I only had like 8,300. I feel like small time here, man. 20,000 comics. That's a lot of comics. I told my wife, I say, my what I really love to do at some point is, buy a piece of property and build a duplex on the bottom, but a warehouse on top. And that way I can store all my comics up top. I put a little recording studio in there, put a little office for work. And downstairs, if for my parents and her parents, when they get older, we can move them in there. And so that kind of helps to sell it, right? So I got this huge warehouse up top, a duplex worth of room. Man, I'm going to just long boxes everywhere. Actually, what I would love to have is a bunch of those. That thing I have back there. I would love just those all down in rows, just rows of that. Be great. But we'll see. That's not going to be cheap. Not going to be cheap at all. All right, so Peter Parker, comma. It's the Spectacular Spider-Man Annual. Yeah, I mean, that was, something I had. That cost me about $160. That has 4 shelves with basically 3 short boxes each. So that's 12 long short boxes and like 6 short boxes up top. So I actually fit about 19 short boxes so far in that thing. Yeah, I'm with you, Nova Blast. I would love, I would love to own a comic book store and just be in there sorting comics. I just like sorting comics. I mean, it's stupid. My kids are like, this is dumb. But I like sorting comics. I like putting them in order. I like reading them. And then I like the history of the comic. I like the history of the characters. I like that kind of stuff. And I know I would love to be in it, but I'm with you there. I feel like comic book stores are on the way out. It's going to be an Amazon type deal where I'm going to have to buy them, have them mailed to me, which is sad. And then maybe there'll be cons that you can go to and buy from other collectors, or you have to go on the YouTube show and buy the $2 pop-ups or or eBay. I think that's it. It's a shame because I remember as a kid going into a comic book store and having those conversations and talking to other guys. I'm like, I'm not the only guy that likes this stuff. There's other guys that like this. I'm not the only geek out there, like my son tries to tell me. Just a nerd. And they have all those conversations, have those the laughs, the talk, remember what this happened and this happened and that happened. That was fun stuff, man. I loved every minute of it. And it's kind of sad seeing it. It feels like it's on the way out. That's kind of sad. It really is. All right. So Peter Parker, comma. Yeah, I mean, it was a great hangout. It was a place that my mom knew I could go and I wouldn't get in trouble. And nobody would be mad at me. Now I feel like, if you're going to open one up, you're going to have to, it's going to have to be something other than a comic store. It's going to have to be a coffee shop or, a place where you can go and just hang out, maybe smoke cigars or, drink coffee, because right now, most comic stores are a toy store / game store, right? Where everybody's playing games. And it's nothing for the guys who just want to sit and talk about the comics. There's, usually get a little corner. That's your comic area. So to me, like comics, coffee, you go in and you just sit down and have a conversation. You schedule a night where you have like a book club type thing where you just go in, everybody read this comic for the week, go in and just sit down, or an internet cafe. Yeah. And talk comics. You can shop comics. You can shop it right there on the screen. Everybody can talk about it. I think that'd be cool. Now, there's the annuals, but not that one. Interesting. I cannot find that in here. That'd be cool. Yeah, we had one of those in DC. I used to go up there and walk by it all the time. Then it went out of business. I guess didn't do enough. Yeah, me too, Simon. I hope it doesn't get to a point where it's like, okay, comic stores are over. They're dead. They're gone. And now, the only conversation you have is to come on to my YouTube stream and we just talk about what you picked up this week, what you think. I guess it's good for me if everybody subs up and I just have this conversation all the time. I guess that's okay for me, but still, you missed the comic store. All right, so here's the stack new Titan stuff that I've got. It's a mix of Titans, the Titans. And so from the 2002, 99. All right. We're in the same genre here. We got New Titans and Team Titans. And Titans. Yeah, I mean, shops have to diversify. There's just not enough money in comics alone, I don't think, on any store to survive, unless they have a lot of back issues, and people like me walk in and start buying a bunch of back issues, and spend $100, whatnot. Different Titans, all right. Because there's just not enough new stuff, good new stuff that people want, right? And you really have to own the building. If you're paying rent, yeah. And that's really hard because that's a huge investment. And right now, what bank are you going to walk into and say, "Hey, I want to open up a comic book store," and the bank's going to like, "Yeah, cool, sounds great, let's do it." All right, so I like this. This one looks pretty cool. It looks almost like penciled. And I know it's pencil, but it's like they colored it with a colored pencil. That looks really cool. I like that. So 33, 32. I really need to rebag and board these, but I am almost completely out of bags and boards at the moment. I thought I had a couple boxes worth, and I lost it. I lost it somewhere. When I bought that big container, black container behind me, it wouldn't fit into my office, so we had to move my office out here into this what used to be the game room. Yeah, it does have a noir vibe to it, doesn't it? And who is Donna Troy? And again, this is George Perez and Marv Wolfman. That was good stuff, man. Always like Wolfman. I like Perez's art. All right, so those are the new Teen Titans. Then we've got the New Titans. The New Titans. Always loved Nightwing's uniform during this time. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I had Nova Blast. I had like 300 or 400 bags over there, and I think in the move I lost them somewhere. I moved them somewhere. I don't know. I just got to find them again. They're around here somewhere. Either way, I'll have to buy more. I'll probably have to buy more. Because I don't like leaving them in these bags with no boards. Yeah. Yeah. Game Boy. Karl Malone. Tango and Cash. Do you remember Sylvester Stallone looking at you? Kurt Russell? 1990, man. All right, so the New Titans, the new Teen Titans, the Titans. I've been laughing every time I try to draw them because I think it looks ridiculous. That old costume just looks silly. 11, 12, the Titans, the Titans, the Titans, the Titans, the Titans. Yeah, it just looks silly to me. I mean, it's just like, I know that's not necessarily Nightwing, but it's kind of who wears that? That's crazy. All right, so Teen Titans. Yeah. Yeah, FUBAR, exactly. All right, so we got the Titans. The Titans. Is that Cheshire? I think so. The Titans. The Titans. They like to do a lot of underwater books in the Titans. Somebody's getting drowned all the time. All right. The Titans. Dude, what villain? What villain is that? Do you guys know what villain is that? It's like he's got a needle sticking out of his forehead. That looks ridiculous. All right, the Titans. The Titans number 9. The Titans 14, 16, 19. Deathstroke. Simon, sometimes I do. Like this Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man Annual. I think it's going to be under Spectacular Spider-Man Annual. I haven't dug into it anymore, but I think sometimes I have an issue with it. Sometimes it doesn't scan right, but then I can search by typing it in, it'll find it. And there's been like 2 or 3 I've actually had to manually enter in and take a picture of it myself. So it does happen. So this was cool. So you got Who is Wonder Girl, number 23. Then you got Who is Donna Troy, number 24. And then Who is Troya? Troya? No, I didn't pronounce that. 25. Can't pronounce things. All right, 26. The Titans. All right. Yeah, annuals, and I don't like that they separate them out into separate. I don't like to have the volume 1 regular series, volume 1 annual. It's just, to me, it's like put it all together. I don't have to go and try to figure out where it's at. I don't like searching like that. It's not my. It's a bummer. Yeah. Oh, here's ones I've been reading. I'm actually in the middle of reading this set, but I don't know if you've seen this before. But it's called Trinity. So it actually goes 10, 11, and 12, maybe. All right, so that's 10, 11, 12. But and I'm not holding it very well. So these are from 2008. It's called the Trinity. And the covers here. So you got Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, but then it rotates. So here Superman's in the front, then Batman, then Wonder Woman, and then again it rotates through which one gets prominence. And every cover is a 3-issue spread. I believe this was the B cover or something like that, because on the back of the book at the issue it shows a different cover. But I bought this. In a box. I saw almost all of them were in the box. I just get them all because they looked so cool. Like here, I haven't read these yet. Get ready to read them. So you can even see Wonder Woman's jet in the background. It kind of covers between all three of them. So, yeah, this was a cool series. So it's like 50 something in it right now. I have like 50 something in that. But yeah, I really like those connecting covers. Tales of the Titans, Titans, the Titans, the new Titans. Okay. So up here. That's a cool one. Yeah, I had not even heard about it until I was digging through this box. I was diving through this box. I'm like, oh, this is very cool. And then I saw the next one. I start pulling it out, and as I started reading. I'm like, oh, these covers connect. Well, yeah, these covers connect. That was very cool. I was kind of happy. The new Titans. So the new Teen Titans. The new Titans. Hypo Man. Thank you, Lo. Thank you, Lo. I appreciate that. Hypo Man. I'm glad you're here and on the job, because I would have to read through it to figure out what that was. The new Titan 75. New Titan 60. Yeah, it was. It's one of those ones, Simon, where I was in the flea market and I'm like, hey, he was actually trying to get rid of inventory, and he was selling a short box for $15. And I'm like, I'll take this box right here with all these Trinity ones in there. I'm like, I'll take it. No questions asked. I'll take it. The Teen Titans. All right. Oh, this is cool. Father versus son. Death be not proud. The new Teen Titans. Oh, see, here we go again. Duplicate. Quality is about the same. So this one. Yeah, so as we dig through here and we find all these dupes, man, we'll end up giving them away at some point, or maybe doing a pop-up and sell them for 50 cents. I don't know. The Titans, here's number 10. The new Teen Titans, number 27. New Titans 18. Yeah, Lo is on the job, man. Teen Titan, the new Teen Titans, number 25. Oh, that's cool. All right, so we have that Titans. The Titans sellout. Don't ask, just buy it. But what his costume? That's a freaking cover. And here's Deathwing. Yeah, Deathwing. Chaos. All right. Yeah, this one. Chaos Future. All right, and then we got regular Titans. Trigon Returns. I think this is the same run where we find out Raven has brothers that are the 7 deadly sins, and Raven is one of the 7 deadly sins. And here is the later version of Titans. All right. There. So apparently we got somebody at the door. 1 second. All right, so we got All-Star Squadron. Hey, look at that. All right, so it looks like we're going to have an unboxing. All right, so we got All-Star Squadron, and then All-Star Squadron 16 and 17, Robot Man on trial. All right, so I'm going to put that there. Titans are sorted. There. Get my knife out. All right. So just got a box in, and I'm pretty sure it's comics. Yeah, you want to see, though? I'll show you just the good stuff I got. X-Men 62. Uncanny X-Men 62. Uncanny X-Men 90. Uncanny X-Men 127. Uncanny X-Men 128. Uncanny X-Men 163. This is the first appearance of Lockheed. Uncanny X-Men 166. Uncanny X-Men 211. And the first appearance of Mr. Sinister, Uncanny X-Men number 221. So those are the big ones I got today. Though got a bunch of other stuff, fill in some old Avengers, nothing super old or super fancy. But those are the cool ones I got today. And I did finish my X-Men Volume 1 run. So my regular X-Men Volume 1, I just got that finished today as well. So I was very happy about that. Yeah, 100 or 207 comics in that run right there. All right. So put that there. All right. So I remember I got. All right. Okay. Sweet. All right. So here's what I got. Thunderbolts 117. Thunderbolts 121. The Green Goblin. I got Graveyard Shift 1, but I didn't get Graveyard Shift 2. Thunderbolts 79. Thunderbolts 105. Yeah, I've been waiting on this for a while. Thunderbolts 104. Thunderbolts 123. Look at Atlas, man. Look at Venom. Oh, this is cool. Diggle. Andy Diggle. De La Torre. But Thunderbolts 128. This is the third printing variant. That's cool. Sometimes like the black and white covers. They're really cool. And then I got Hellions #1 variant edition. For some reason, I did not get a Hellions #1 when I was supposed to. I thought I was getting Hellions. Same with X Factor 1. I don't know where that is either, so I got to figure out how to get that. Yeah, I've realized that recently. The second and third editions, like I can't. Those things are coming up a lot of money. I heard this was a really good read, and I heard X-Force 1 was a really good read. X Factor 1, sorry, X Factor 1. X-Force is a good read too, by the way. Let me put this over here with the ones I'm reading. Yeah, so all these Thunderbolts, I got to put this with the rest of the Thunderbolts, and then we'll reread them and whenever I get to them. So 128, 123, 104, 105, 79, 121, and 117. And I think this one's actually a duplicate too, because I think I just saw this very one back there. All right, so let's just verify. Don't you hate it when they don't put the barcode on the front? Thunderbolts 104. So this is a second printing variant, by the way. So that is also a second printing variant. I didn't realize that, but I don't care. I'm buying it because I like the comic. All right. Yep. So number 117. All right. 2 selected? No, just 1. This must be riveting, watching me scan things into. Hey, Common Burrito, how you doing, man? Watching me scan things into my seals. Yeah. So I just got my Midtown Comics on top of the haul I picked up today, Common Burrito. So I was showing off what I got from Midtown as well. And now I'm scanning them in so I can sort through them in later. All right. Add. And then, yeah. Hey, Comic Assassin, how you doing? Hey, Nick the Nerd. How you doing, man? So, yeah, this one's I picked up from Midtown. Third printing variant Thunderbolts 128. I like that black and white cover. I like it a lot. And every time, man, this keeps scanning into multiple occurrences. I don't know. It does not like these barcodes. All right. So Thunderbolt D, Robert De La Torre, third printing variant cover. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like the black and white line art cover. I really do. It looks really cool. So Comic Burrito, are you talking about those shelves or my back issue bin behind me, or my shelf where I hold all my duplicates? All right. So that is my that's my Midtown comic, which is second printing variant. Thunderbolts. Though Atlas in that looks just crazy. And then going after, I guess he's a Skrull in that, going after Venom. That looks cool. And the line art. And then I picked up I think it's one. Yeah, Comic Assassin, that back there. This one, the black thing right behind me. I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for a comic shelf because I was using bookcases and trying to stack things, and I closet stacked up in a closet. I'm like, I need something better. And I had that in the garage. I'm like, I can use that, but it won't hold everything. So I was on Facebook Marketplace and I actually found that black shelf back there, back issue comic. It's like $160. They want it 200. I got it down to 160. That thing like 350 pounds, 400 pounds. I think it was heavy, and it wouldn't fit into my office either. But it holds 19 short boxes so far, and I still got space. I could probably fit a 20th box in that thing right there. I'm trying to leave some space so as new things come in, I can put it in. Then I have to probably move some stuff out, put it into boxes, etc. But yeah. I'm with you there, Simon. I had my own office room, and the whole closet was full. And then I had like 19 more boxes just spread out, and it's the place I work too. So, I had my work stuff, and then I have other stuff. And now that everybody's worked from home, right? And so now I had more stuff come in to my house to do that. And I'm like, man, I am just running out of space. So I need something better to store comics in. So I got that, but then it fit. So I ended up in the game room. So now I'm out here in the wide open, but my family's conscientious of my streaming. But that's why I want to buy a piece of property and build a duplex with a big upper floor. That's going to be a wide open warehouse, and I'm going to have comic shelves in there. I would like a ton of those, and just have the recording studio over there, and have my office over there, and just that's what I want. My dream one day is to build that. So far, my wife is on board with that one. So far, that may change. All right, so I've got a lot of Amazing Spider-Man. You got 259, 535. Remember, it came the Iron Spider with during the Civil War. That was an okay costume. I kind of like to see that come back. So, Comic Burrito. I have an unfinished room in the basement that doubles as my office and computer room. Yeah. Here in Florida, there's not a lot of basements. So it's either the air conditioned house or the garage. I have a big shed out back, but I'm like, no. One of the kids can go sleep in the shed. I'll take a bedroom. 368, 369, 381, 387, 388. 389, 390, 391, 392. Peter Parker, no more. Then he's right back. 395, $396. Something looks off. Something looks off there. That doesn't look right. Yeah. That's what I tell them. So if I wanted to mow the lawn, I would have not had kids. Now I have kids, so I don't have to mow the lawn. I think I feed you and house you for the fun of it? Yeah, exactly. If things are not pointing in the right direction, they're all cockeyed. It's just weird. All right. So 155, 161, 163. I could use some. That cover could use some help, but it's okay. 164. Spider-Man is in a very precarious position. If you guys don't know, you should join us on our Sunday show where we do judging a book by its cover. Where we it's basically like Cards Against Humanity, but with comic book covers, and it can be funny. Yeah, I was at Home Depot, Lowe's. Man, they had like a iRobot for the yard. I'm like, what? That would be I'm like, I may be buying one of those because someday my kids will all be old enough and move out, and then I'll have to do this. I'll have to either pay somebody or have a motorized. I like that cover. Spider-Man in the background. That is very cool. The negative. 206, 208, 209, 213, 215. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. We gave out last was our 300 sub celebration last Sunday, and so we actually gave away 7 books. And so that if you won that round, you won that book. So we had so much fun with that. But we play every week. We got enough covers to go through that. Yeah, my dad did too. My dad actually did tell me about CO. That's why I had you. And it was funny because my dad would say, "Come help me in the yard," and then he would disappear into the house. And I'm like, "Hey, Dad, I thought we were helping you." Because you are. You're doing it, and I don't have to. That's helping me. All right. So we got Captain America White, all new Captain America. Oh, geez. There's like so many different Captain America. Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. All new Captain America. Number 4. That's Remender, and that's Hopeless. Then we got Steve Rogers, Captain America. Spencer, I have got to figure out how all these fit together. All right, I'll worry about those later. And that's another thing I actually use the CLZ app for, is letting it tell me. Yeah, Nick the Nerd, I am on tonight's Lamer Frame. I think last I heard up on, I believe we're doing Flash villains. That's not going to be pretty. Let's see, I got my color pencils ready. It is not going to be pretty. I enjoy art. I am not an artist. So apparently I have another. Yeah, as far as last I heard, I am going to be on Layman Frame tonight, showing off my artistic skill, which is non-existent. Last week, I tried to go with a more of a nuanced approach and make it more artistic in the sense of what does it represent to me? I think I lost. I lost. No, not last week, the week before. And I lost completely, and I was off last week's show because I was the lame. Apparently, people did not like the artistic approach.
Abstract.
It wasn't even abstract. I mean, you could tell what it was. It just wasn't, exactly what it should have been, I guess. It was bad. Yeah, Comic Burrito. It's on Just Rica's channel at 8 o'clock if you have time. Yeah, I'll be jumping off in a minute. Ethan's actually finishing up dinner right now, so I will be jumping off in a minute myself because I am going to use some. Comic Assassin, I thought I did pretty good too. I thought I had a really good Scarecrow. It was Scarecrow, Charlie Chaplin. It's 8 Eastern. 8 Eastern. I think my Mr. Freeze with the Ice Cube head was fantastic. But apparently, I'm the only one that liked my stuff. So Captain America and Bucky. And now John's on, and Old Wolf. John's our guest, and he was the winning guest last week. I'm probably going to lose again. But like I said, I'm there for the fun, man. It is a lot of fun. We're the B team, and we are there to entertain and have fun. So we got a Brubaker Captain America. That actually looks really kind of cool. I like that. I have not read this Brubaker and Bunn. Brubaker and Cullen Bunn with Scott Eaton doing the pencils. This looks really good. Hey, Nova Blast. I appreciate it. I am on Twitter at Diving Longbox. We're on Parler and Instagram. So you can hit us up anywhere. I post pictures and stuff I'm reading all the time. And I don't mind chatting on Twitter as well. Yeah, so hit me up, Diving Longbox. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. And you put me to shame with that 20,000 comics you got, man. That's crazy. One day I'll be there. How do you spell the name of the channel, Shan? It's Longbox Diving. Longbox space Diving. Well, I appreciate that. And like I tell the kids, what we're doing is we're saving comics from the bin of obscurity. That's why we dive in a lot of flea markets and et cetera, because I feel like those are the ones that are just going to end up in the trash. And, I'd rather bring them home and put them to good use. We do judging book by its cover with some of these funny covers. And I read everything we buy. And one day I'll leave it to the kids and they'll do whatever with it. Who knows? Hopefully they'll be honoring to them, but they're kids. John Romita, man, he's got some good art. I like some of his stuff. But this Captain America with the long hair, kind of weird. I'm not used to it. I keep thinking it's Thor. Just a Rican. Jay, I'll show you later, Shan. What? Look at. Yeah, Just a Rican is the channel, Shannon. The question, the comic book, because that's a good comic too. All right, Nova Blast. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. All right. So, what if A versus X? Issue 4. Look at that. Again, a bin of obscurity, right? I got somebody spill oil on it or something. What if 59? What if 60? The wedding edition. What if 61? Parents destroyed his family. So, what if 36 from 1982? What if the Fantastic Four had not came to Hoop Bars? Up 62. Battle wasn't it? War Machine. What if Iron Man sold out? Oh, that Magneto? What if 67? What if Daredevil had saved a nuke? Oh, I would have been it. That's interesting. Isn't this a Frank Miller run where Daredevil saved Nuke or battled Nuke, Duke Nukem? Oh, nice. I have a much better copy of it. All right. What if 40, 45, what if Barbara Ketch had become Ghost Rider? And then what if the Punisher had killed Spider-Man? That's an homage cover, I think, homage to the first appearance of Punisher. All right. And that's... All right, guys, I think that's it for today. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me on my comic haul. Because I was pretty excited about getting all these. I have not been on Calmagories yet. I have watched it, but I have not been on it yet. But I'd be willing to play because I like to play games. So, but yeah, this was the actual comic haul. The rest of this is me sorting through and trying to get all this in order, so I can get them sorted back into boxes and etc. Since I'm taking a week of vacation just to chill, and I got some nieces in town, and we're gonna go have some fun, do some fun stuff. But I do it. 8,300 comics. They're all here. Yeah, I've seen it. It's a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun to play. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day, Simon. Maybe one day. Yes, you did, Champagne. And you will help some more. For sure, tomorrow. All right, guys, we appreciate it. My dinner's almost done, and it's smelling really good. It's like right over there. I can smell it, and it's smelling really good. I appreciate everybody that joined us today. And that was our comic call and a surprise mail call unboxing. So you got 2 for 1 and just a chat. Thanks, everybody, for joining me just to have that conversation, man. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Just enjoying the comic community and talking comics. I love it. So I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. And if you're joining us later on Rodriguez's channel at 8 o'clock Eastern for Lamer Frame, and you'll get to see me draw like hot garbage. So, hey, what can I say? We'll see you all later. Have a good evening.